Welcome back to 1985 as we continue our look at the G.I.Joe toy line by Hasbro. The last time we took a look at Series 4, we checked out the G.I. Joe team's Mountain Trooper, Alpine. This time, we're staying with the Joes and taking a look at one of the few female figures in the line, the Covert Operations Specialist, Lady Jaye, here on Creed's Collection. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Creed's Collection. Today we're checking out Lady Jaye from the 1985 G.I. Joe toy line by Hasbro. Lady Jaye's real name is Allison R. Hart Burnett, and her primary military specialty is intelligence. She graduated from Bryn Mawr, I guess that's how you say that, and then she did graduate work in Dublin, where she acquired a faint Gaelic accent that adorns her speech. An accomplished actress, mime, and studied linguist, Lady Jaye can easily pass as a native of many countries such as France, Italy, Poland, Germany, Spain, or Portugal. She's also airborne and ranger qualified, graduated from intelligence school, and is an expert in many weapons, including M16 and reflex crossbow. And now that we know a bit more about Lady Jaye, let's take a closer look. Lady Jaye is one of a handful of G.I. Joe figures that look pretty different from how they looked on the cartoon. Her uniform is a completely different color on the show, and she didn't wear a hat. But I do have to say, I kind of like the hat on the figure. Her face sculpt is pretty good, and I think it's feminine enough, although it is a bit masculine. I'm not sure what the symbol is here. It might be for her ranger school training, but I like that, and I think it's held up really well. As we come a little further down, you can see Lady Jaye has gloves and a harness. I think these look really good, and the paint application on them is excellent. And speaking of the good paintwork on this figure, I think they did a really great job on her boot knife right here. That silver really stands out. As we come around to the back of the figure, there's not too much going on except the peg hole in her back for her backpack. So we're just going to go ahead and dive into that right now. It's a typical G.I. Joe backpack. You can see the flaps and straps on it, which is nice. But in the cartoon, she had a backpack that held multiple javelins, and it was quite a bit cooler. The peg here, of course, is how you put it on her back, and it's pretty simple to do. You just pop it on, just like that. Lady Jaye's second accessory is kind of dated. It is a camcorder. Yep, that's right. This is how you recorded video back in the day. There's the strap, and there's the handle for it, which you can see is a little damaged from her hand holding it. It's a bit funny to think that you used to have to carry a gigantic camera like this to record video, and now you can just pull out any phone and do it. Here's Lady Jaye holding the camera, which I rarely do because it kind of damages the handle. Generally, I just put the strap around her body like a purse, just like that. Lady Jaye's last accessory is the Power Javelin, which is a lot different than what she had in the cartoon, where she had multiple javelins with all different types of explosive heads. But this one's got two ends on it, so I'm not really sure which way you're supposed to hold it. I don't know how it works, honestly. It's pretty interesting, though. Lady Jaye, welcome to G.I. Joe. Now it's time we issue you your weapon. Oh, thank you, Duke. So will I be getting an M16 or maybe a sniper rifle? You'll be trying out this experimental new power javelin. There you go, soldier. Oh, a power javelin. What kind of weapon is this? What did you get issued to you? Me? Well, I was issued this machine gun. So, do I throw this or do I shoot it? Yes. All jokes aside, though, it does fit in her hand really well, and it does actually look like a rifle when she's holding it. Now it's time to check out Lady Jaye's articulation. She has a 90-degree bend at her knee. The hip is a ball joint, so it can flex out a few different directions. Rubber band waist allows flexibility there as well. Shoulders can go up and around. Elbow has a 90-degree bend, as well as the swivel arm battle grip. The head can turn left and right. It can also look down and up. And that's it. That covers all the points of articulation for Lady Jaye. On the inside of Lady Jaye's leg, you can see her copyright information, 1985 Hasbro. And on the bottom of the figure, you can see Made in Hong Kong. Here's a quick look at Lady Jaye's file card. If you'd like to read it, pause now. And now for our He-Man size comparison. The 3 3/4 inch Lady Jaye is quite a bit smaller than He-Man, but being the well-trained soldier that she is, I'm sure she would fall right in line with He-Man, Man-at-Arms, and Teela. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my toy retrospective for Lady Jaye from the 1985 toy line G.I. Joe by Hasbro. Even though Lady Jaye is pretty different than how she was on the cartoon, I still like this figure quite a bit, and I'm really glad that she's in my collection. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. I love reading and responding to them. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help my channel grow. I do a retrospective on a toy from my vintage collection every Wednesday, so I hope to see you next week and every week after, here on KREED'S Collection.